Hey, welcome back to the channel, fam. Hey, I'm learning more and more that I'm thankful for the moves that we made a few years back, going on 3 years. And I am, I'm feeling more and more confident that we were led by God to do this too. Because of the fact of, I'm looking at everything that's going on. I'm looking at communities are not whole, they're hurting. We're gonna face some challenging situations going down the road. And it takes time to build infrastructure. I had this grandiose idea that if I could just get rid of all of the debt and obligations, that I could just maybe give up on working and just go out here and live off the land. You know, I had this grandiose idea. But one thing I found out is that it takes a lot of hard work and dedication and commitment to do this journey. It takes some times where you got to push through the doubt. It takes some times where you got to push through the fear, the uncertainty. So you're gonna have to pull it from the mud, you know? You're gonna have to get to the part where you're gonna have to stop listening to people. You're gonna have to stop having them doubts and them worries and listening to the doubts and worries. You're gonna have to get to the part where you understand that this is my goal, this is where I'm trying to get to, this is what I'm trying to do, and I'm committed to it. You're gonna have to be disciplined. You're gonna have to work tirelessly. You're gonna have to work your full-time job to try to pay for some of these things, because these expenses are real, man. And even if you're living off the land, you get inclement weather like what we had. And when you're dealing with situations where you can't grow nothing and everything is pretty much wiped out, what you gonna do? So you need resources. You need to diversify what you're doing. You know, when you out here and your generator and it's 100 degrees plus, and you're in a little tin box like where we were, and every day when you wake up, it's hot. You sweating when you're waking up. You going to bed sweating, and you trying to conserve fuel for your generator. You're trying to conserve your battery bank for your solar panel, because days were overcast and you really couldn't build it. You don't want to wear out your batteries. We done lost a lot of batteries just by lack of knowledge. You know, we had to buy new batteries for our system. Things break. Sometimes people don't think about it. When it gets cold and the ice get on some of the solar panels, especially the more inferior ones, but they affordable in comparison to some of them high end, they crack. You know, they sit in the sun all the time, and anything could just ping and hit it. You know, you could be cutting your yard and then a rock or something could hit it. You got to pay for that system all over again, you know, at least that panel. Those are unexpected expenses. You running your machine, and then, you know, you didn't feel like it because you had to cut it on in the middle of the night, but you didn't check the oil before you cut it on. And next thing you know, you wake up in the middle of the night, it's knocking. And you like, oh, man, or you done plugged up too much. You know, you got your fam all using a bunch of stuff, and next thing you know, the generator, it seemed like a great generator. It was great in the beginning, but when you run it 365 days every day, because you're out here living, yeah, all of a sudden it hits failure, and then you realize it's a consistency with that a lot of generators, they may be attractive, they may be powerful, but a lot of them, they're not built well, they're not built long term. And then you do have surges, and you do have things that draw and pull, and after a while you're running a well on a generator. That pull from that well, that 125-foot well, after a while that generator say, man, between the AC and the well, I can't take no more. I'm conking out. And you're looking at $1,000 go down the drain. That may not seem that much, but when you got $1,000 here, $10,000, $5,000, $6,000 here, and oh, by the way, your vehicle goes down. You got all these things that you're battling with. And at the same time, you still need to clear the land. You still need to put in the infrastructure. You still need to be buying plants, because at my age, you want to be buying many trees as you possibly can so you can reap some pieces of it, even though the majority of the plants that I've planted, other generations, hopefully, will appreciate the infrastructure that we work so tirelessly putting in. And then you know that at the end of the day, when you just tired, you're just dog tired, and you sit back and you just look up at the stars out the window, and you see how beautiful nature is, and you see how beautiful the morning rise, and then you see the sunset. It tells you you're welcome. It gives you this thing, this sense of accomplishment, even though you're not finished and the journey is still there. And then it also teaches you patience. You know, sometimes you want to go out and want to do everything that you possibly could do, but your body say no, the weather say no, the money may say no, other responsibilities. You still You know, if you have a wife or you have kids or if you have your parents or any a family member, somebody you might have to take care of or look out for, it may not be now. So it teaches you patience, you know, to look forward from day to day. And even though a man don't necessarily need a job, but a man needs to work. And from a man perspective, having that reason why I want to get up and getting up is such a blessing. And then you learn to long for it and you learn to look for it. It's like now, when danger or different things or circumstances happen, in the middle of the night, it's nothing to get up. When I used to have to peel myself out of the bed to get up. Now, I hear something or the animals are out there, I'm going to check. You know, you got to go check. You're your own security. You're your own watch person. You got to make sure that the household is maintained and kept. So with that said, it gave me a work. It gave me a true work rather than just going to the 9 to 5 or, you know, maybe going for a bike ride every now and then. It gave me some reasons to just want to work and share it with others and inspire others to keep following your passion, following your dream. And work ain't bad, especially when you're doing it that's going to benefit you rather than somebody else. Work ain't bad. Finding your work, finding the peace in the work, and being disciplined and being consistent and suppressing doubt and pushing through. It builds good fiber, it builds good morals, it builds true character too at the same time. So with all that said, no regrets, fam. I do this all over again, and I wish I could encourage more people to try to do this thing because it really put things in perspective. A lot of the outside noise, when I'm out here, I don't even face it, man. Bottom line, when I'm out here, I don't even have that even as an issue. I don't care what it is, whether it's money, whether it's judgment, whether it's ridicule, whether it's racism, whether it's just whatever, you know. I could just be here and do what I want to do, how I want to do it, the way I want to do it, and I'm free with it. And I get it. Everybody would come in saying the reason why you shouldn't be happy, but I really don't care about them telling me why I shouldn't be happy because I know I'm happy with inside and I know I'm blessed. My family's good. My homestead good. Everything's working right. And when it's not, I'm going to be here to fix it. I'm going to be here to push through. And so storms may come, storms may blow. Turmoil may happen in so many ways, but I'm not giving up. I'm pushing forward. I'm going to keep pushing forward day by day. So I'm encouraging you to do the same. Follow your dreams, whether it's writing a book or whatever you want to do in life. Find your passion, find what you want to do, and be committed to yourself. And don't lie to yourself and keep pushing through and keep holding on because you can do it. Just take day by day, minute by minute, be patient, be disciplined, and be consistent. So y'all already know, make sure whatever you do, make sure that you keep on growing. Grow. Peace.